Pass the bottle, baby. Pass it's a legend. Pass the bottle. Let's have a drink, baby. Let's have a drink. Paul, let me ask you a serious question. You ready to give me a serious answer?
I'll do my best.
You ready? Would you trade Coach Deboer for Coach Bill Belichick right now? Would you do it?
I would. I'm a big believer in Belichick. I know a lot of people think this is crazy, but we both know how smart he is, and he would immediately. It's a different feeling than what Dion brings, but a lot of young people would say, you know what, I want to play for that guy.
Man, I would trade Coach DeBoer, throw in the offensive coordinator, the defensive coordinator, the trainer, the strength coach, and Greg Burns driving the bus, headed to wherever they wanted to take them, baby. Give me Belichick. Give me
Legend,
Belichick.
It's been a long, gloomy day. The weather's terrible. I just feel like hearing you laugh. But would you, Legend, trade Hugh Freeze for Bill Belichick?
I don't think Bill Belichick would like that trade very much. He would say might need
and you know what Belichick, you know the very first move Belichick is going to make if he takes that job.
What's that?
He's going to go back 30 years and hire Nick Saban as his defensive coordinator.
I know that's right. Bill Belichick is a smart man. A smart man. But I trade the boy for Belichick right now. Come on, Howard Belichick. Come on. We can use you, brother. We can use you. Paul, can I be honest with you about something, man? Can I be honest?
I wish you would.
I'm just not a Heather Dinich fan, okay? I know you are, but I'm just not a Heather. Is that okay, Paul? Is that all right, brother?
Listen, just because I'm a big fan doesn't mean you have to be.
Yeah, I understand. That's a great thing about people, Me and you can be great friends, and both of us, you be friends with somebody else, and I don't. I don't like that person.
But you know what, Legend? You have to admit that there's a difference between the two of us. You're an independent thinker. I've been ESPNized. So
you under the curse.
By the way, I will say this, and I won't say another word, because I just read it. Apparently, the RG3 did an interview with Barstool, Pardon My Take, the other day, and he talked about whether or not I got him fired from ESPN, which anyone knows is patently ridiculous. But I don't. Even though I am a big fan of Heather, I can assure you, I'm not a big fan of everyone that works here.
Yeah, I can understand. Heather Dinich ain't no Laura Rutledge. He just ain't no Laura Rutledge.
Well, she's listen. We're talking. Don't get me trying to get quoted as saying something about Laura Rutledge.
Well, I'm just saying, Laura Rutledge has a deep understanding of the NFL. I've heard Laura Rutledge break every NFL team down to the nuts and the bolts.
Oh, she's smart.
And one thing that Laura Rutledge knows that evidently Heather Dinich doesn't know is that about percent of the NFL is the SEC, and about 3% of the NFL is the ACC. And all you got to do is look at the last 10 NFL drafts to know how much powerful the SEC is than the ACC. And for her to sit there and say, what really gets under my craw is for her to sit there and say that she had SMU out at halftime. They were out at halftime, but they made this magical comeback in the second half. Let's say, listen to her talk, Paul. They were playing the Kansas City Chiefs. They were against Patrick Mahomes. They were coming back against the Steel Curtain and the Pittsburgh Steelers back in the 70s. Come on, man. They were coming against the Clemson Tigers, Paul. The Clemson Tigers. I mean, I know Alabama sucked this year, but we didn't suck as bad as the Clemson Tigers. I mean, the mere fact that Clemson is even in this playoff just tells you what a complete joke this playoff is. I want everybody around America just gather around and look in the little glass at the playoff committee. Look at the stupid people. Look at the stupid people. I looked at the 2025 NFL mock draft today, Paul. out of the top 60 prospects from the SEC. And out of the top 60, 3 of them, no, I'm sorry, 4 of them, I don't want to rob them, 4 of them is out of the ACC. Now, how is it that me out here, redneck legend, without no real college football sense, all I know is flag football, I'm not an expert, how is it that I can look at that, Paul, and understand the difference in competition and understand the difference in competition? How is it the committee can't look at it and see the difference in competition? How is it? Somebody, please explain it to me. Pass me the bottle. I need the bottle again. Pass me a big glass this time. Can you explain it, Paul? Can you explain it, brother?
I can't explain it.
Man, if you can't explain it, I'm in trouble.
Well, I can't explain it successfully, but they're on a committee, legend, and committees do stupid things because somebody takes over that committee and then they all grab it. It's like a jury. You don't understand that.
Yeah, now you get down to the core. You get me where I heard that.
Oh, I didn't mean that. But committees.
You didn't have to hit me like that, Paul. You didn't have to hit me like that, bro.
Well, but committees sit around, and she said the most important thing, legend. They were sitting around eating pizza and nachos Saturday night, and SMU was out. And what happened is of those 13 people in the room sat around, and here comes SMU, and some former coach is going, man, what a comeback. This is heroic. And then they tie the game, and everyone in that room knows they're going to win the game, and then they get the kickoff return for 41 yards, and then they make a big play, and then they kick a 56-yarder, and they all say, you know what, we can't turn them down. It's like if you're sitting on the committee of the Little League in your community, you got to make sure that the team that lost the championship gets a trophy. That's what they got. They got a consolation prize by taking Alabama's seat in the CFP.
What a joke. What a joke. And these supposed to be the experts. These supposed to be the great minds of college football. Ask you something, Paul. When Indiana goes down 14 in the playoff game, what do you think half of America is going to do? We're going to turn that stuff off and start watching Andy Griffin or Pawn Stars. Do they not understand that? When Arizona State goes down 14-21 to Texas, what's America going to do? They're going to turn that crap off. They ain't did nothing but create a system and a playoff that is a complete mess. No real y'all have the 12 best teams. And whoever the experts was that came up with this little committee and this playoff system, maybe next time take a little more time and don't do it on the fly like you did it this time. But on behalf of me and everybody in the state of Alabama and what we think of your playoff, let me make it clear. Here's a message from my middle finger. Boing, boing, boing. That's what we think of your little playoff and your little system. People that know the game and put them in the room and stop jerking the fans off. And that's from the friggin' legend, baby. And don't you forget it. And Skarbinski, keep Nick Saban's name out of your mouth. Go after the real culprit. That's Kalen Deboer. He's the one that took the $10 million. He's the one that wrecked the Ferrari. Nick Saban's living his best life. Alone. Go after who's to blame. Deboer. Playoff committee, my butt. Legend has left the damn building.